Kurt Angle is the greatest superstar alive right now. The greatest professional wrestler. He might not be the greatest, but he is one of the greatest wrestlers right now. And he had an interview with Daily Star newspaper, and this is what he said in the interview, so I'm just going to read off what he said. I'm really happy. It's why I signed a long-term deal a year ago. Well, this is when he was asked about TNA Wrestling. How long is he with TNA Wrestling and stuff? So yeah, I'm going to start off again. I'm sorry. I'm really happy. It's why I signed a long-term deal a year ago. The number one question I get asked is, when are you going back to WWE? I don't plan on it, but I never say no. I'm treated well. I have more freedom to do. I'm more freedom to do other things too. So it's a win-win for me and for Impact Wrestling. There you go, guys. Kurt Angle might never go to WWE, or he might, as he said, that he never says no. Which means that if WWE really calls him after the contract, well, I don't think that they'll call him because he'll be 40 plus, and nobody really wants to wrestle 45 plus. Not everybody is Ric Flair, alright? Yeah. Ric Flair, Sting, everybody's not Flair or Sting, and Angle might be one of them, but as I've said, like, he is the greatest wrestler right now, so he might become good. His level might drop after a few years, but he'll still be one of the best wrestlers. So if WWE calls him like an old school match, Undertaker versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, well, that can happen, but as he said, long-term deal, we might never see Kurt Angle in WWE. Long term is probably like at least 2 years. And Angle also said that he feels encouraged by improvements to the TNA product and roster, and this is what he said about the TNA roster. Lots of good things have happened this year. A lot of talent has risen up. Bobby, Storm, and Aries. Now it's not just Kurt Angle, Sting, and AJ Styles. There are young guys. The revival of Samoa Joe is amazing. He respects TNA Wrestling and its roster. He respects AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, James Storm, Austin Aries, and Samoa Joe. So he might never go to WWE, and I'm okay with that because I'm a TNA fan, and if Kurt Angle is in TNA, then. And second news I wanted to talk about was Claire Lynch, the so-called wife of AJ Styles. This stupid storyline going on in TNA Wrestling. Well, Claire Lynch, she hasn't been seen on TNA shows since she was noticed as Julia Riley, her real name as Julia Riley, an actress and as a model on the internet. Everybody found, like, not everybody, well, 9 billion people in the world, but at least 1 million people found out that she was an actress. Well, I knew that. Most of the people out there knew that, but kids, who just watch wrestling, they don't know much about spoilers and stuff. They probably didn't know that, so now they know that too, that she's an actress and stuff. So she hasn't been on TV, but AJ Styles was talking about her as he said that he was drunk while he was in bed with Claire Lynch. So I hate this storyline, and on the other side, the Kurt Angle thing, I hope he stays in TNA and ends up in TNA as a TNA Hall of Famer. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.